listen to this. If the opening sentence were meant to open a file in your brain that holds information similar to what is going to be provided in a paragraph, what file does the opening sentence of this text open? Are you ready? I'll read it to you, okay? So listen to this. Neurons come in many sizes. For example, a single sensory neuron from your fingertip has an axon that extends the length of your arm, while neurons within the brain may extend only a few millimeters. This paragraph of, what did you say?
What are neurons?
That's exactly what I wanted you to ask. That's exactly it. You can't make any sense of this paragraph unless you know what neurons are. Have you ever had something that you really wanted to remember, but you couldn't?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, like a dream.
Tell your turn and talk partner what it is that you had a really hard time remembering and you wish you could have. Go. It doesn't matter how small, you can always dig into it. And you have an idea. Well, everyone in here has had this, where you have an idea in your head, but people are talking, and it would be rude to interrupt. So you wait, and then when it comes to your turn, you can't remember it. Right? Totally, you're totally have that feeling, right? Yeah. Okay, there's actually a term for that, and I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I actually read a little bit about it, and it's pretty interesting. So scientists actually research this kind of thing. Okay? Oh, that's cool. Right now, have a seatbelt. All right. So, is there anything that it's not just something that you wanted to remember, but something that you were supposed to remember, and then it came time to take a test or something, or maybe convey the information you couldn't remember? Have you ever had that? Maybe you have a really good memory. So you've had that happen too, right? Okay. What did you do to try to remember? Is there anything that you wanted someone to remember, and what did you do to help them remember? Tell your turn to talk partner right now. And actually, that could very well make it even more memorable. What I'm talking about this morning, folks, lean in so you're really getting this. No, just lean. Listen to me. The idea, just lean forward. The idea is to make things more memorable, okay? Now, how can you make something more memorable? Well, the first thing you can do is help people sense more, right? Tap the senses. So the people who made a music video that Elena saw that was about narwhals, they put music, they made it kind of interesting, they put a picture of narwhal, so there were a bunch of things that made it cool, much more interesting than opening up an encyclopedia, looking up the word narwhal, seeing a black and white sketch of a narwhal, and just reading about narwhals. Everybody say narwhal. Now say narwhal. Narwhal. Which one is way more exciting? Yeah, right. You're just saying that. The other thing, and this is the main thing, the other thing that will help people remember information, okay? And this is where I want to get to you guys. When you're writing an informational paragraph, okay? Let's say you did some research. You want to present information, and you want the person who's reading the information to remember it, okay? How are you going to do that? Well, this is one of the ways the brain works. Not only do you, when you're creating a memory, not only are you taking in sensory information, but you're making connections, okay? In your brain, you're going like this. You're like, wait a minute, narwhal tooth? I have teeth. Teeth, they're white, they're hard, they're like bone. You're making all these connections. You don't even know you're making those connections, but you are. You're making these connections. Your informational paragraphs, they are going to be full of information, and you want to help your reader make connections to that information. So you want to present information that they can connect to. The neuron business. Could you make connections to that? No, not until I told you what neurons are, right? So was the opening sentence of that paragraph helpful to you? No, it wasn't. It said something like neurons come in all different sizes. And Caden was like, well, what's a neuron? Right? It didn't even make any sense. Opening sentences should tell your reader what file to open in the brain. Do you guys know what filing cabinets are?
Yeah.
Right? A filing cabinet, it has all kinds of folders. Yeah, I'm gonna write it. It has all kinds of folders, right? And when you're filing something in a filing cabinet, you want to put it in the correct file. That way you can find it later, right?